Godzilla and the Transformers seems like a match made in heaven, and after over 100 combined years of life on this hunk of rock we call Earth, the two iconic franchises are finally set to clash. But probably not in the way you expect. One of the most underappreciated sides of the kaiju or any fandom are these figure collectors and the hard workers that put their blood, sweat, and tears into manufacturing, selling, and reselling bits and pieces of these collectible products. To them, these are more than toys, they are a form of life. So if you are one of those collector people, or just a fan of Godzilla or the Transformers, you're gonna either love or hate this atomic news update I have for you guys today. So let's get right into it. Coming from the T-Spark Synergenic series of collaborative action figures, fans are getting two options to choose from here. The first being a fusion of Megatron, the hellbent leader of the Decepticons or Predacons to all my Beast Wars fans out there. Yes! And the one and only Gojira. And now they are joining forces literally in the form of this new figure called Megatron type Godzilla. So I'm cool with it, but I have to say there's kind of a problem here with this thing. Initially, when you take a look at the figure, nothing about it screams Godzilla, really, I have to admit that. And so while it's not shown in the little teaser they made for this new series line, you would assume this figure is going to be able to transform and look like Godzilla, right? These are clearly feet and hand claws. But other than that, in its Transformer form, the Godzilla logo on this toy's chest is the only thing connecting Megatron to Godzilla. And after some research, I was able to find a bit of marketing material showcasing the transformed Godzilla form for Megatron, which, take this for how you will, is a reuse of the Transformers Studio Series 86 Grimlock figure. A figure that was based off of a 1980s T-Rex design, which you can see by its more upright stance looking like the Rex from Land Before Time. Now, saying this is supposed to be Godzilla is a bit of a stretch. This could easily be perceived as any other T-Rex or Godzilla ripoff monster. Other than being on two legs and having a bit of blue on the back of the neck to symbolize Godzilla's atomic hue, and of course just looking like a dinosaur thing, I just don't see Goji here. And I know this is a classic Transformer design from the old cartoon, but making it more Godzilla-like and unique would go a long way in getting the attention of the kaiju collectors and the entire fandom. As of right now, in my opinion, this is only a Transformer with a Godzilla logo on it. And even with the supposed Godzilla form looking pretty cool, it more or less looks like something from the old show Zoids more than a proper Transformers version of the G-Man. Hardly a true fusion of these two icons, and reusing a 4-decade-old design is, in my opinion, a really strange idea. That kind of comes across slightly lazy and like this whole thing is just an easy cash grab mission by the people throwing this toy line together just using these two popular franchises to be like, ooh, excitement, right? The color scheme here though, pretty dang nice. Moving on, the next part of this Godzilla and Transformers collaboration is Optimus Prime type MFS-3 Kiryu. And yet again, while looking like a cool variant of Optimus, I see very little to say this is supposed to be a mold of Optimus Prime and Kiryu, with the colors being the only thing, save for another logo on the chest showing Kiryu, that shows this has anything to do with the Godzilla franchise. I mean, the energy weaponry is a nice touch and translates well with Kiryu's energy attacks, but I don't remember the mechanical beast ever having tires, and well, there's a good reason for those tires actually. Turns out that Kiryu is getting shafted even more than Goji here, as the transformed version of this supposed crossover is simply a tractor trailer with a tanker attached to it. Honestly, the Rex they used for Godzilla and the Megatron figure would work better for Kiryu here, I think. Now, don't get me wrong, these are both great looking Transformers figures on their own and will make many Transformers fans very happy. But very little appears to be done to make this actually feel like a true collaboration, and I feel like the Godzilla fandom is getting vastly overlooked here, which I'm sure there's some back-end business stuff that would explain that, but I just don't know what it is. But at the end of the day, it always sucks seeing Godzilla get kinda kicked to the curb, you know what I mean. It always stings. Which begs the question, why promote this as a first-of-a-kind, big deal, if all they are selling are Transformers figures with Godzilla logos on them? Was it all just about easy money, coming off the legacies of these two iconic franchises? Perhaps. In the end though, these are just toys and I guess we shouldn't be that nitpicky about it. There's bigger concerns in this world, right? But I know that's not going to stop you guys from sharing your hard thoughts and opinions, so have at it in the comments below. But anyway guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. It seems like there's actually a pretty big portion of you guys that actually like hearing us talk about these figures and, you know, if they're cool, if there's any sort of controversies that come with them. So if you want us to keep doing that, just let us know down in the comments below and help share this video around, get the algorithm all fired up. As always everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. I we'll see you in the next one.